Hey, Dubs. Welcome back to the live stream. I almost lost my patience there for a minute with the producer. Welcome back to the live stream, live from LightFair 2025. I am so pleased to be joined by my friends, my colleagues from Louvers International at LightFair 25. Devin Wall and Derek Wall, welcome to the live stream here, guys. Good
Michael,
to have you
Oh
guys.
man, it's great to be here. We always love LightFair.
You know, America's show. If there's a show that's America's show, it's LightFair in the lighting industry. Would you guys agree with that?
Derek, tell them the first light fair that you went to.
Oh, I was out random having a college reunion with my buddies a year after we graduated, and just randomly, I'm like, hey, there's this show in town. So I stuck around for another week, and I walked into LightFair. Like, Louvers had never heard about it before, which is kind of crazy to think about. And I'm like, Devin, we need to come to this every year.
Hang on, you
Every
wedding
year.
crashed LightFair.
I don't know how I got my badge. I can't remember that, but hey, man, I've been to every single LightFair except for one since then.
And that was
COVID.
COVID, yeah. So, you know, it's interesting. There's been a lot of, and you know, there's so much we could talk about with Louvers, with Nailed, what you guys have done, what you guys are working on, the fixtures, the stuff you make in the United States. There's so many different directions we could go while talking to you. But I got to go sheep state, deep state. I have to. Okay. Is the lighting industry full-blown sheep state? Do they need to wake up, Devin Wall?
The lemmings are out there, and people don't know. I just had a conversation. What the problem is information to the end users. We need to be better at informing and teaching people out there. That's because the people buying our product, if they're not a great salesperson like you and the rest of the nail distributors out there, they're, you know, it's a race to the bottom, and people aren't getting what they should deserve in going out there. Are you going to cheap out on your foundation? You're building a house? No, we got to get the right product.
Yeah, why does the lighting industry have such a hard time selling a quality sales pitch?
Because we're cheap, man. We're raised to buy cheap, find deals, shop it out, get 3 bids.
Sheep state, cheap state.
Cheap state, exactly.
Oh man, we come up with the best stuff all the time on the fly.
Yeah, for sure. Cheap state. So
Cheap state,
you know, the lighting industry just keeps rolling. Everybody's paying these fees to all these different kinds of people, and we call it the sheep state. I told you about it last night. You laughed your ass off, right? It's the sheep state.
It's like so hard to like point those out. What are you gonna say? Here's all my costs.
Yeah, yeah. Because it's like 2% or 3% or 5%, we just pay it. And you think, okay, that's fine. But then you start thinking about how much it adds up.
It adds up quick.
And there's no value to the end user.
Zero.
No.
Unless you can get them some for free.
Yeah.
Through a rebate.
And that's the whole game, is the takeover of cheap shit.
Yeah. So you have something like DLC Premium. If you were to ask the customer on the street, this is DLC Premium, somebody that works for utility, and you said, hey, what does that mean? That means quality.
And then I'd say, hey, take a slow-mo video of that and watch it go.
No, but
and flicker.
To the average person, it means quality.
Yeah.
But that's not what it means. That's actually not the definition of what it means.
What does it mean?
Exactly. I don't know. Nobody can say.
for
I've been in the
lots of
lighting
money.
business for fucking 25 years and I don't know.
I stroke
but
checks to some guy, and he makes a lot of money. Good for him.
But they're certifying it's a.
Where's Louvers going after this? What do you got? Like, when you guys look down the road, you take a look down the road. Louvers, the Louvers brothers, Derek, Devin Wall here from Louvers. You take a look down the road. You guys make fixtures. You got lamps. You told me you got everything. Where do you see the fork in the road? What happens next? What do you see, Devin? Then we're going to go to Derek's take.
I see manufacturing increasing in the United States of America and Canada.
Mm-hmm.
I just had a great conversation with another Canadian supplier, and this is exciting. I love LightFair because the ideas start populating, and I've got more things coming to market, and it's all being built here in the state with stuff coming from Canada too.
Sure.
I mean, the partners are helping everybody out make better product. And that's what's fun for us is we're branching out into different areas and, expanding and pushing the limits of what can be done in lighting and how to make it be efficient, sustainable, and responsible.
Derek, what I see from you and Devin is a manufacturer actually in touch with the end user, though. Like, you don't see that a lot.
Solve problems.
Exactly.
Even if somebody else doesn't know they exist, listen to that guy that'll tell you this is the problem with this. This is how you can do that better. And then delivering that to people that don't know that problem exists and solving it for them ahead of them addressing it themselves. But where I see everything going is more, smart building, smart this, smart that, smart in integrating all of that into solutions.
Sometimes smart is stupid. Smart, but sometimes people,
My
when they
house
say
has
smart,
all-
they actually mean stupid.
My house has all dumb lighting, and I'm fine with that.
Let me too.
I'm not lazy. I don't need stuff to turn on when I go.
I have,
there,
you know what? I have
I don't need
sensors
to
all.
track.
I have sensors all through my house. I have occupancy sensors, and I have everything. It's not connected to my phone, but it works amazing. You understand what I mean? Like the lights go off in my garage, in my basement, in my bathrooms, everywhere in my house, on their own when there's no occupancy, and that's been like that for 15 years. There's never needed to be connected to. You know what I'm saying? And what are we talking about when we say smart? Sometimes the factory floor dictates what's smart and what isn't smart. You know what I mean? And we outsource the factory floor to another country. We need to bring the factory floor back. I think so. You tell me.
We agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, it's the tariffs has really turned it up another level that increased our production and forward thinking on new products to develop.
Sure.
It's actually more fun. I mean, when you make a product and you see where it's going to, the guys in the shop love it because we tell them where it's going in. Like, hey, this is some pretty cool applications that we get to put our products in, and it means a lot to everybody.
Dude.
I
Yeah,
mean,
for sure.
Instead of
in your
just
own country.
a cheap private labeled thing from China that anybody can sell from whatever over here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not fun and sexy. No. You didn't. That's just marketing and putting out some other stuff. Making something it just makes you feel good and warms your heart.
Oh, totally. And when you think about it, like when you're right. Even when you look at the idea of tariffs, we need some tariffs on finished goods. Actually,
Do we have another 30 minutes?
We have as much time as you need, buddy. We're live streaming right now. You can take what you need.
No, I don't know if we all have 30 minutes, but the tariff topic we can talk about for a whole day.
Okay. So we're gonna keep off of it. Is that what you're saying?
I would suggest that, but it's definitely not only our lighting industry, but everything.
No, what I'm saying is that we can get so much smarter from the light if the lighting industry just dictated what the tariff should be. You understand what I mean? Forget about
there's
somebody,
zero intervention.
Yeah,
or
like if somebody
conversation.
called Devin and said, Devin, what should we do, Derek? What should we do to help you guys, but not crash the market? What should we do? And I think that the lighting industry could get a lot better at community. This is what your committee was about with the oh God, here we go, with the deep state, sheep state. Devin was the chairman of our accreditation agency advisory council. And you know what? I think the government could use better advice. And it's time for us to step up.
There should be some intervention or conversation.
Like people are like, tariffs are bad. Tariffs are good. Actually, there's a
a
middle
little bit of
ground
both.
where we could come up with a good strategy.
How do they come up with individual tariff codes and how much to raise it by?
Exactly. Finished goods,
Who-
lighting.
Hey, does anybody in the
Finished
lighting
I won't
goods,
business
charge
involved
anybody
with that?
$1 to help them out.
Yeah.
We do this stuff for free.
Cheers.
Right?
Oh,
Cheers.
Totally. No, we do it. Folks, thank you for listening. We're here. We're at LightFair 2025. LightFair, if you're one of the top Gs, with Devin. LightFair, Succa, and of course, the National Association of Innovative Lighting Distributors. Thank you. Check us out. Go for there.